All right, Pa, this is Operation Pa, day 6. We're in the middle of story time here. We're reading a story about an old man named...
Mr. Fookwire. The squirrels were determined. They devised a plan, and this time they took all the food from Mr. Fookwire's bird feeders. The birds were furious. Harm, 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 yelled the bunga bird. Those darn squirrels, yelled Old Man Fookwire. Yummy, yummy, said the squirrels. Now it was Old Man Fookwire's turn to devise a plan. He went to the general store to get supplies. He bought lasers and clamps. He bought wires and springs. He bought all sorts of tools and built a veritable fortress around his bird feeders. Then he refilled them very carefully. Na 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 na, snorted the flugel bird.
What if they took the laser?
Then an alarm goes off and they get scared away. But the squirrels stayed up all night working out their strategy. They drank cherry cola and ate salt and vinegar chips to help them stay awake. Finally, they had it. The perfect plan. They put on their tiny little helmets and prepared to launch themselves into the air, over the fence, between the lasers, and onto the bird feeders. The first squirrel misfired and hit a tree. The second squirrel went too high and landed in a bucket. The third squirrel sailed clear over the house. The birds laughed and laughed. They each had one last delicious mouthful of seeds and berries from the old man's feeders. Then they flew south for the winter, just as they did every year, said the flugel bird. After the birds left, Old Man Fookwire was lonely, just as he was every year. He fixed himself some cottage cheese and pepper, his favorite snack. But he was still lonely. When he looked out the window, the squirrels could tell he wasn't happy. Go away, shouted the old man. I don't like you, squirrels. The squirrels held a meeting deep inside a large tree. They decided to give the old man a present to make up for taking the seeds and berries. Now, not many people know this, but squirrels are not only fuzzy little geniuses, they also collect just about anything they find on the ground. These squirrels had a vast stockpile of spectacular junk to choose from. But what would Mr. Fookwire like? Bottle caps, popsicle sticks, postage stamps. Finally, they had it. The perfect gift. The squirrels stacked all of their loose change on Old Man Fookwire's doorstep. There were dimes and pennies. There were nickels and quarters. There were even a few tokens to Coco's Arcade. It all added up to $47.36, plus a few rounds of skee-ball. Maybe you squirrels aren't so bad, Fookwire said when he found the coins. But I still like birds better. This gave the squirrels another idea. They raided their junk collection again and got to work. When Old Man Fookwire woke up the next morning, he was amazed to see the birds had returned.
That isn't birds.
But wait! Those weren't birds, they were squirrels in disguise. Great giggly moogly, said Old Man Fookwire. This will make quite a painting. He ran outside and took down the lasers and wires and sprinkled a trapeze. He turned all the bird feeders into squirrel feeders. Then he painted till his brush ran out of bristles.
Why is that skull having any?
He's flying. He got thrown off of their launcher. Remember the launcher they built?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's launching off of that one.
Why?
Alright, let's go to the last page. So he looks like a bird. The squirrels were so overjoyed they had a party. In Mr. Fookwire's house. Those darn squirrels, said Fookwire, and he shook his old man fist and smiled. The end.
Pa, do you know who Old Man Fookwire reminds me of? Hope you like the story. You guys want to say anything to Pa?
You like the story, but can I see?
You want to say anything to Pa?
Bye.
Love you, Pop. Bye. Ugh.
All right, bye, Pa.